Okay.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Ness.
No problem.
See you around.
Boom. And that goes down.
Okay, I should be streaming now.
You're streaming.
Yes.
Is there any audio? Yeah, there's audio.
Watch me just bomb the crap out of even the earliest parts.
You never know, I might die on Orthus Lagoon. Like I have in every one of our races. I haven't died there in a really long time now, though.
Alright, you ready? Lawyer Dog, you gonna keep the time?
Green controller.
Yeah, I can.
Should I open the timer? I guess I'll open the timer since we might have different delays.
How is the audio balance?
Oh, I can't answer that. Let me check. Actually, here. Yeah, it seems okay. You say something since you're on separate audio sources.
How is the audio balance, you guys?
I don't know. How is it?
Is my microphone and the Skype call and Bastion all balanced fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear us and you over the soundtrack, so I think we're okay.
Yep. Stream audio is going to be in the Speedrun Stream 1.
Okay, so everything's looking good?
Checking my timer. Alright.
And the timer's gonna start when you get control of the kid.
Yeah.
So are we ready to go? So I'm gonna count us down.
Who's gonna count us down? Somebody go.
3, 2, 1. Ignition.
Alright.
I'll accidentally started my timer, but I can just reset it.
Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why.
And since this is a new game, there will not be any upgrades gotten already. Everything's
well, it's a touching
as if we had just gotten
sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work.
We actually get no upgrades at all.
In the calamity,
New
better
game
survivor.
because it just takes too much time.
Gas fella, forced out from underground.
It doesn't save you
Kids
time.
worked up quite
We
a
don't
thirst
actually
by
pick
now,
up the
so that fountain looks
repeater
real
right
light.
away. Because we have to
Sometimes
come
you
up
just
here
need a
and it
drink.
takes some time to trigger an event that's important.
Gotta hold her
And it
still
actually
to
gives us
spit
enough
up the
time to
chamber.
run all the way back down and grab the repeater.
A school of squirts tunnels up around them. Must have fled here from the mines.
Alright, into the Soul Regret.
And here we can kill
He sets foot
the
inside
barkeep
one of
early to
Solange's
make the
famous
shield
water
spawn
bottles.
faster.
Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him forced drinking this. Then kid finds his trusty shield.
And we have to kill all
The
but
security
2
takes
enemies
him
here
for
to
a
trigger
thief.
the exit.
Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call. More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid.
And I don't kill that gas fella right away because I use him to kill some of the squirts for me.
Them windbags are playing for keeps.
Alright, out the skyway.
I'm slightly below you, before you.
He gets a good look at things on his way down.
We skipped the Breaker's Bow, it's just not worth the time it
He
takes
lands
to
on
pick it
top
up.
of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broken.
We do pick up Whirlwind because it takes basically no
Good news
time.
is the emergency defense is still
Yeah, and it helps
Bad
enough
news
on
is the aim
bosses
is
that it's
for
worth
kill.
getting.
right back at you. He finds the distillery. right next to the arsenal.
We get the squirt cider, which gives 10 extra health because it's the most useful we can get out of the first 3.
Where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
The bow is a lot better than the Fang Repeater, but it isn't better enough.
Sends the kid on his way.
Because we pretty much only use either of them literally right here.
Yeah. And here we want to get the something heavy as soon as possible because that's what triggers the boss spawning.
Barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air.
And with the boss, the gas fella, not these 2 windbags,
Kid maybe
we can actually skip this gate if we roll through it the right road mid-air.
He finds the core to the Wharf District. He steals the city's heart.
I cannot get it. I'm still not good enough at this.
It is really finicky. I still miss it a lot of the time.
Still, his mind races.
I got the first try that time.
Did anybody else survive?
I didn't,
Sure
and
enough,
because I was trying it, I lost a lot of
he
time there.
finds me.
Alright, I think I'm
Just
done.
like that, the Bastion
Okay,
comes
I'll
alive.
get
After you get the thing, you can just
Starts
jump off
growing
right
again.
away instead of going through the
Growing
spot there.
Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
We don't want to get the distillery right away because it'll involve us spending slightly more time in the Bastion when we
It'll
want
save
don't know what's out
about
there
maybe
waiting for 'em.
3/4 of a second over the course of the run to get the distillery third, but there's also no reason not to. So,
It actually saves more than that
Now he
because
lands at the
we
intersection
can't
between
get
bad
both
and wrong.
spirits right away.
oh god damn it!
Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? And there it is. But it's locked down tight in an alloy cage.
My mouse like
Plus
suddenly
3
jumped because it
old
keeps
formats
leaving the
keep
window.
stuff in check.
Because we
And
have to
now
have it
there's
set
a
to the
new
4 to
marshal
3
town.
resolutions.
I forgot to
He has
set
the
it to
whole
the
place
4
grown.
by 3.
It's too tough to
I just
follow.
went with 16 by 9 because that's what I always play Bastion in, and
He comes back, just like I
we
knew
are
he
currently
would.
playing Bastion.
The core hums in his pack.
Is there a
Oh, I
place?
had a terrible workman's ward.
Kid does it
What does the
again.
gallery
Only
do,
fair he
or what do I
decides
need to
what we
do
build next.
to do it?
The username is admin, the password is the same as everything else.
But, I mean,
Picked
just
up
add.
traces of other
Where
cores
in
while the
space
kid was
is it?
out.
Oh, /art. Uh,
Yeah, just up. It's the normal URL for the
Better
website
days,
that
the
we're
melting
streaming
pot
on,
was
and then
sealed
just
tight
with
in the
dash
skin on
art
the score.
afterwards.
it's linked on the front page now.
We're never
Of
going
all
to go into the
plans to
forge or the
survive
arsenal.
calamity, it had to be stab weeds. Core stuck inside.
We
one of
used to
those
use the
fancy
forge,
cages.
but
Now
we
what
ended
could
up
possibly
deciding
go
that it
wrong?
didn't save time to upgrade literally anything
Quite a bit, as it turns
because
out.
of the unskippable message at
Cage
the
starts
first time
lifting
we
from
use
the
it.
core ever so slow.
Man, I'm only just now entering the
All
melting
Kid
pot.
can do.
We go to the melting pot first because of the
Shipments
trip
start
lines
falling
here.
in. Some of the
I think they're
stuff
only a
lying
couple
around
seconds
is
behind
now
Lawyer Dog anyway.
dangerous.
No, I'm quite a bit behind Player Dog. We
Well,
just
I'm
have different
looking-
amounts of delay.
I'm looking.
every
I'm
score's
saying comparing your
bad.
timers. It looks
Some
like you're
spring to the
only
kid's defense.
maybe 4 or 5 seconds behind.
Cage.
Can
I'm
somebody
probably
post,
not breaking an hour like this.
can somebody post the password in the stream management chat? I don't.
It's the
remember
same.
it.
It's the same as the
Okay.
password for
I
the.
Yeah,
don't.
got it.
I don't remember this. Sorry.
Basically, nothing you do in the melting pot
Yeah.
matters because you have to wait for the core.
Okay.
But you do
Don't
need
kill my
to
friendly
kill
squirts.
most of the things to get experience.
Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers.
It's slightly better to kill enemies while they're still in boxes because you get more experience for doing it that way for some reason.
It's trickier.
Even some gas.
Well, it could be better, it could be worse. There's some real finicky places where we sometimes level up where you don't want to.
Yeah, I think killing most things in
At this
boxes
rate,
may
maybe 5 more
get
minutes,
you the
maybe
perfect
30
level up,
to pocket town.
like right as you grab the first shard after Jocelyn Bond. You really don't want to level up while you're in the dream part of Jocelyn Bond because you need to have Were Whiskey
Swords get
almost the
real
entire
territorial
time to be
around
the
the core.
fastest.
Then a shipment of free samples shows up.
Gallery is a good idea. I'm good for that. Oh, and I can look at everything everybody else drew. Yep.
One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy.
Generally speaking, we'll finish the game at level 3.
Yeah, we do not kill enough things for level 4 anymore. I usually end up having like a sliver of XP away from getting it. But you don't actually gain any experience when you have the battering ram. You cannot level up.
I probably need to reasonably name my files because it says PHP.
A few moments left, and the core goes
Or you can
free.
click the
10,
options under them and give it a nice title.
I named it Senpai, I think that's
7,
pretty reasonable.
give or take a few sounds.
Probably, yeah.
Finally,
I just need to keep it.
reach.
Sometimes I can't worry.
And done. He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge.
Oh, your dog don't bark at the stream.
Just finish the melting pot.
Money also doesn't matter anymore since we also, once again, never upgrade anything.
Well,
still
we do
remember
buy
the
the
logos
pike
phase
vault, but
after
that
that
does not cause very much at all.
I don't think it's possible to not
The
get
old
enough money for
world's
Pike Vault.
finished, but the new world.
If you tried really hard, you might be able to.
Makes time to
Alright,
sample
leaving the
spirits
melting
from
pot
my
at
personal
9:06. So yeah, I'm like 16 seconds back. Which is pretty bad this early.
Where whiskey is gotten right now, not because it actually helps in this level,
because
but
it's
because
clean.
we're
Used to
building
walk
the
to some
distillery
down
now.
path. Kid ain't here for pleasure though.
So it's fastest to just get it now.
But then,
Okay, so I'm
something gets
doing
to
the,
core before
the
kid. Floor starts
elemental
giving
shards.
way under the lightest
Yep,
step.
yep.
A single
Awesome.
panic squirt.
Since I'm not building the distillery right now, since I messed up earlier, it'll be better for me to get it later.
The visitors no more.
Think of it.
See, the path was
Is
intended
he around or
for strolling and such. The sky
Lawyer Dog is going to do a
path
skip here that I really
and
cannot
bridges
do,
which
and it's
they
going to
get
cost me
along.
more time to
I
try
actually
it.
missed it.
Air travel always
Oh.
was.
With a very precise roll into that
But
sky
calamity
bridge, you
changed
can
everything.
actually end up skipping one of the sky bridges
Well, if we
and save a bit
mastered
of
the
time by
winds
not
in the
having to
old
go
days,
into it.
we can do it again. Who
And for
else
some
could
reason, this
think
boss actually does not activate trip mines, so you have to wait for the squirts to get here and activate them.
Scumbag ate it by mistake. No, they used to ship live
And here,
munitions
this
down the
skyway, I will hit that pillar
Ah.
there so that I
Awesome.
actually
They get real
get stuck
cranky when you wake
and
them
only
up.
go straight up
All this
vertically, and then I
toil,
can roll through the
Kid
gate
keeps coming back to an
instead of having to
overwhelming
use the other skyway on an island over to the left.
Who else could have survived the calamity?
I think I can do a good job of it.
Why aren't any of my trip mines exploding? There we go.
The boss doesn't
So he
activate
didn't
them.
find a core that time. But
Silly
that
Billy.
He just finished explaining that.
Damn it.
Only tiny little squirts can
I
activate.
cannot do
trip
this skip
mines.
either.
Did you break the pillar?
I did not.
The dead
It just, I
welcomed
couldn't
with
get
open
it to
arms.
work. And that's even an easy one.
The calamity took everybody.
I told you
after
this was
all.
going to be a terrible
Kids
run.
see plain, ugly faces all
Stop
around.
Just
being
hang in
such a
there, man.
negative Nancy.
These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone
Sometimes
close.
I will not
It
be
was
rolling
someone
constantly because there's actually a
It's a
ton of
snag or
places
two
where
trying to
you'll
get to
just fall
He ain't
off the
about to
level,
stop
even if it looks like there's land
He's
there.
got so many questions.
And
after
here
all.
I skip fighting the
Thunder
turrets by
Brothers
just rolling through the
didn't
gate.
make it. Nordy the bird boy.
And here there's a tiny skip where you just roll over nothing, but I missed the exact part, so it didn't save time there.
Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now.
And you can grab the core without
But
destroying any of
he
the
survived.
petrified people.
What do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he
They
says
deserve
this.
life. Okay, well, I mean,
And we never get to find out what the
Oh,
kid said to Zolf because we
He's
got
a
there too
proper
fast.
gentleman, that man. His name is Zolf. No
Damn it, I got
hiding
ahead of the
for
level.
a- Folks like him.
Yeah,
ain't
Hanging
never
Gardens
been a
is
common
one of
sight in
the worst
Ceylon.
levels where you think the land
He's
is
relieved
by
to
how the
see a
graphics
living
look
face or
is
two.
not where the land actually
Kid and I
is.
introduce ourselves in kind, both to him and to each other. for the first time. The cores. You remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's
I
why
couldn't get the
things are
gate
gonna be
roll.
alright.
I fell off the level again.
Well, look what we have here. We tracked down a couple more cores near the edge of the city.
Cinderbrick Fort is gone to first to save like about a second on Pith Orchard by using the
There's only
shotgun
one way in the
to
Cinderbrick Fort.
get one hit on Pith.
The hard way. Sure, the city
Because
marshals
right
may
now
be
our
gone,
Hammer and Fang Repeater
but now
are
the fort's
extremely
crawling
weak
with
because we have not
windbags.
upgraded them
The
at
calamity
all.
was mercy. Well, windbags, young and old.
And you're not
And
going
the
like
musket is actually a
At least the
really good
marshals
weapon,
let
and if the
kid
mortar
hard
was
to
not
get.
so ridiculous, we
Something
could probably keep
windbags
it to
just
the entire
can't
game.
handle. Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides. Windbags ain't much different from normal folks.
And
All
I
they want's a warm
roll
place to
along the
stay.
very edge there.
Yeah,
'cause it's
you're
slightly
at
faster.
1313. You're
Cinderbrick
at,
gave 'em
I
enough
am in the
metal
Bastion.
punch on
You are
the
grabbing the
ground.
musket.
Well, the fort ain't theirs by right.
At the end of the game, we will be using the pike and the mortar.
Kid stash of grenades is there for him if things get even worse.
The memorial is used to get money, but that's not any good for us, so we don't get it. We used to get it when we were doing upgrades,
Windbags gummed up
because you can
works.
get enough money
They
to do a
trapped
lot
the
of
kid
really
in the
good
middle of the
upgrades, and if you're going to do any upgrades, you should do a bunch, because you only have to see the thing
The
once,
Skyway's a welcome sight after all that.
the little intro scene.
That gate there
Now ain't nothing
can be
left for
skipped to
nobody
skip a
down
big
at
boss
Cinderbrick
fight.
Fort.
It's really weird. It's like there's two different gates there. You have to roll between them and then roll off
Kid
to land on
shows
the
up
other
just
side
as
of the
Zol's
Did you
second.
get-
telling me
oh, did you
about
get the
his
skip?
own journey to
Yeah.
the city.
I'm probably not going to
Zol's
get it.
travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this.
Let me check. Is Diltad around or not?
No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either. Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects.
Oh,
to
damn it.
Oh, well, the gods.
Man, I
are
really
long
wish we
gone
just had
now.
frickin' Pike
And the
Vault.
Orchard Core.
It makes gate skips so much
Time,
easier.
though,
New Game
the
Plus
bull
is
stopped being a
pretty much
symbol
baby
and
mode.
started being decoration.
New
Fifth
Game
makes a
Plus
decent
is like
scarecrow.
6 minutes
Then
faster.
Fifth lights up like a rodeo.
It's only like
I don't
5
think it's
minutes
more like
faster.
5.
Invoke the
It's more like
gods.
it's 5 minutes faster almost entirely because you have Pike Vault
Popping
earlier.
windbags is hard enough.
By
Only to get the
Delta
gods
is around.
involved. Well, if the gods are alive, they must
I was
be
gonna
plenty
ask if it
sore.
was okay for me to do this with a binary crush.
Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zolf's precious shrine. Now we
I
can
can't
build
get
a
back
shrine
in
of our
because the
own.
barrels broke when I
Well,
rolled
got
in the
some
first time. Damn
alternatives
it.
in mind.
Shouldn't need the barrels.
I can't get in there without the barrels.
It's a really weird gate.
The
Sometimes
Langston
decides
River
we're just not
flowed
getting
free
through.
and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew.
Skips like that are a reason why
Riverbanks swarming with
some of the
windbags.
skips
The
would
so
be
bent
easier
up
by
on
using
core
mouse
on
control or the
others
gamepad,
can't.
but I think in
Damn,
general
desert
it's going to be
things,
slower
very
to use the
still.
gamepad or mouse
Just sent some
control.
squirts crying home when
attacking.
she leaves port.
Moving
Maybe
on.
Nellie knows the way
I
to
might
the
not even
core.
finish in the time limit.
Maybe she
We
can
use
slip
I
us
have-
to some clamor on the coast.
For moving.
I have an amusing
Or
shark
maybe
related, a
not.
picture that I find amusing
Security
that is
skip
shark
goes to
related
port side.
that I would like to share. Where should I link it?
Nellie's just another windbag to those guns.
What? Say that again?
I have
Just that, the windbags notice.
Well,
I have
I
an
guess-
image that I found amusing that is shark related.
I
Where
guess
should
I'll
I
be
link
too
it?
busy with Bastion to ban you, so I guess you can link it in the chat.
Roddle, there are a lot of ridiculously precise skips in Bastion, but they actually save such a tiny amount of
We'll
time
try to cut her off.
that the task wouldn't be a lot faster anyway.
I think there's only like one almost frame perfect or frame perfect trick, and it saves
They try
like
to slow
maybe
it down.
0.5 seconds or something. It's in Prosper Bluff, and there's like a
Try to
frame
knock
where
her
you
out.
can roll and skip an animation when you're landing on the ground.
Well, Wicked Nellie tries harder.
Oh, what the
Try as she might.
God damn it.
She hits a snag.
This happens again. I'm
Kid's
just
gotta help her
handling
get
it.
untangled. Favors
Well,
for
you
favors.
guys at least run it until what you're talking
At least she picked a good spot for a break. Cause the core
Yeah,
is
Just
right
don't.
I mean, for me at
It's all-
least,
That's the first
Flare
round.
That kid
Dog's
hears an unusual
visuals
sound.
are glitching out a bunch, but here's just nice and
They
smooth.
have
So.
their own eyes on the core.
Yeah, but it's terrible.
Finds weak Nelly rare.
terribly nice and
Turns
smooth.
out she's got a special
Yeah.
surprise for when the water's
It's like
getting rough.
you
She's gonna need a little
sacrifice like 1 or 2% speed to get beautiful visuals.
I am not gonna finish in under an hour
Rest of us
5.
only wish we could fly and have that
There's no way I'm making it at this point.
There is totally a way you're making it. That way is believing in yourself. Don't be a slinker boy.
I think.
Okay, I might be having a freaking Halo run here, but I'm still gonna actually keep the donation incentives.
Starboard side.
This isn't gonna be a serious Sam run.
Oh,
Don't seem to care what they
damn.
shoot, as long as they hit something.
I remember the serious Sam.
What happened in the Serious Sam run?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
The guy was supposed to do like a pacifist run, but then he decided that was too
Oh,
hard.
damn it.
Well, he didn't decide it was too hard. He spent a long time trying to get a SPF and couldn't get it.
Well, no, I thought that was unrelated to the pacifist thing. I remember when he spent like 10 minutes trying to cannonball jump over this one wall.
By the way, is that jacket?
She's just
Yeah, I'm back.
Stop.
Okay, I finished your picture while no one was looking,
The last breath. Nelly gets the kid to solid ground.
and I'm gonna get your opinion on it before I post it anywhere.
Country. They want that core real bad.
Alright.
Right here, the
Seems
trigger
Calamity
to get
ain't
to
heard it.
Prosper Bluff is just killing those two
Kid
big
shoots them
birds.
off.
It's on what?
Knowing they'll be back.
Since I'm not streaming.
Not even once. Now, listen close. You should remember this next part.
I'm not even gonna try the Sultan Hollow skips.
Some of
Why
them
go
are
to
pretty
Prosper Bluff?
safe. Some of them are
Yeah.
incredibly weird.
Used to take
You-
it
Posted
you
it
see
in the
how I'm
Skype
saying
jacket.
weirdo?
No, I do not have yours.
Oh, that's right. Skype crashed on my laptop. That's why I'm not seeing anything. Let's pull that back
And that's
up
why
here.
you go to Prosper Bluff.
And we don't get to
Ain't
find out why
barely
people
gave
go to
you
Prosper
something you
Bluff.
ain't heard in a long
Because we
while.
skip that gate.
How's it go again?
Right
Some
here,
people
we
is-
avoid using the Skyway by just rolling back quick enough over the bridge that's going to fall.
Yeah, that's the one.
And I did not get the roll that saves barely any time. Right here, it's one of the most finicky tricks is getting past that gate. Because you can't use rolls that are only in a cardinal direction. You have to sort of feather
no point
it.
explaining what happens next, right?
To get over
Suffice it
without
to say, kid ain't coming home.
And here, if you
at the
fall,
end.
you actually
And
end up
besides,
getting to
it's
Zia
like the
faster.
song goes, they'll be here
Because
before too
you
long.
have your roll disabled at certain times where you're supposed to slowly walk up to people.
We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow or again.
Yeah, I'm still not even in Prosper Bluff.
We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core.
Oh, yeah, listen, that
Kid's
looks really
surprised
awesome.
when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
Alright. Thank you.
We tracked the final core beyond the city to the wilds.
I do like
The
that a
wild
point blank
unknown. Place can eat a man
where
alive.
whiskey musket will kill a big pecker.
Place is so raw, even the Calamity.
What I
couldn't
do for
cook it.
those is I
Not all.
don't get the counter on them, I just block them with the shield
Yeah,
and then use a
block
grenade.
and-
Because if
Yeah.
you counter them, they go flying
Pecker's got the core.
way
Like
off the
that
screen
big
and you can't
bastard
kill
like
them.
that. The welcoming
It's actually
committee
really
screamed
bad
for
to counter
attention.
them.
Didn't expect the kid
But it
so
is
soon.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh hey, I actually got the first gate skip in Prosper Bluff. That's the first time I've done that in a long ass time.
Those things. They shouldn't have let the guard down.
In the wild outskirts, there's a skip here where I roll to the right 4 times, then upright 4 times to get through this little bush area.
Go without a fight. Then Kid gets the feeling he's being watched.
Then a grenade is thrown early to kill that wallflower, because we don't have any weapons that can actually one-shot them except the
grenade. He's got the
grenade.
final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no, it ain't. Not by a long shot. Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says. But
and I have the best Prosper Bluff I've ever had.
And with
Nice. Did you get full on for Zia?
Alone.
That's the most important skip.
Oh my god, it didn't work!
I've had that happen to me once, and it was completely baffling because I did the exact
I had the
same
best
thing.
Prosper Bluff ever, and I followed it up by botching the easiest thing. You're a full set of cutscene ahead of me.
Just skip the cutscenes. That's the only thing you can do.
Kid sets off in search of
I don't know. Figure it out.
First stop.
You'll save so much time.
Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid.
That was my friend trying to give me a free pineapple.
Admittedly, Wild Outskirts is really goddamn fast level.
What could any of us do? Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad. But the shards can
Wild Outskirts skip doesn't actually save a lot of time because the level is so short anyway.
Shame the only place
that does save
some
some
prescription
time.
is out here in the wilds. This place is...
It was upgrade the distillery for Black Rye, right?
Yeah, you upgrade the distillery and get Black Rye and Life Wine and Rare Whiskey.
Might be gone.
And that's after Jocelyn Bog. Unless you somehow don't have level 3 then.
Somewhere I've been.
Right here I want to get damage, so I activate Rare Whiskey. You need to be at 33% health or less, and then you will always crit.
The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him. There's no way
I
out.
accidentally got hit. So now I can't play super risky anymore.
Let a survivor.
Damn it. I have to go the long way around.
It's a lonesome ghost of a gas village.
I misplaced myself on trying to do the Wild Outskirts skip.
I messed up the Jocelyn Bog thing where you spawn the survivor earlier.
For some reason I threw the grenade back over me at a log instead of throwing it straight down at the flower. What is even going on?
Auto targeting is sometimes really weird in Bastion, and there's not really any convenient way to quickly switch targets.
Wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators. Now the Bastion can send them even farther into the wild unknown.
At least I know that you won't get Orfall and I will.
Well, I think I've got it now. When I've gotten it most of the times I've tried recently.
He has the nerve to flash the shield.
You get Orfall way better than me, somehow.
Kid succeeds with a calamity.
Oh man, I don't think I'll get to the... Yeah, I didn't get the Black Rye fast enough. So I won't have a grenade
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning.
for the
It's so
doppelganger.
simple with this
Well, you
one.
can't get Black
Now,
Rye
here's a
before
kid who's
Jocelyn
old
Bog.
I mean the
alright. Snoozing
special
up in
skills
the
thing,
sky.
whatever it's called.
He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years
Beginning
work
of Jocelyn
undone
Bog is
in
one of the
instant.
points where you have to
He
walk
sees
or else
what's
you'll fall
left
off.
if
Yeah, the very start of
He
it.
sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend. He's
Starting up the dream sequence.
He sees
Oh no!
what's
I
left.
couldn't break the wall. Yeah, I did not get the stupid ore fall thing. If you fall at the right time, you can start off further along to the right. When you have to go get the ore and the wood.
I think I accidentally made this character look kind of like the one party CO picture.
Thought we lost him, but he finally comes to.
And I got level 3 at the right time, which would be great if I hadn't died before.
I'm definitely getting level 3 at Jocelyn Bog.
Yeah, you always get level 3 at Jocelyn Bog now because...
Oh, I did not want to get it yet.
What's the disadvantage of getting it too early?
They say one.
You lose your Were Whiskey if you get it too early.
Oh, because it replenishes your health.
Yeah.
I got the sword skip at the Survivor section. Which, for people who don't know, it's a section... Lawyer Dog didn't get it and I did, so you can see the difference. If you kill the windbags there fast enough, you don't have to
A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars.
I can't even explain it all of a sudden. The squirts don't spawn.
Well, they do spawn, but the Survivor spawns before them. Because it, like, checks to see if you have no enemies there or something, instead of seeing if you've killed the right things.
Black rye is like hot pineapple chowder on a cold day. Brings back memories.
The money is annoyed.
I didn't get the black rye in time. I'm not going to have a grenade for my lifelong friend. Or wear a whiskey.
I have the same problem.
Many a tale folks
right here, if you roll fast enough, you can get past that log before it falls.
They used to think that ankle
Damn it!
were
I rolled too fast. Oh wait, I can get wear whiskey, and I'll actually probably save enough time dying that...
Ankle gators love shiny things.
Right there, you can just roll past that barricade, and coming up, I will be using Queen Anne to jump over the next barricade.
It's raining, and it ain't raining. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. The closer you
and that
get
also
to
gets me Were Whiskey
the
for this
thicker the
fight.
tall grass grows. One bad step in that
perfect
tall
door
grass, and he's Queen Anne's lunch. Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair?
How did that pecker find me? I've never had a pecker come over here.
Now she's coming.
Are you gonna do the launch? Did you do the launch skip?
Yeah, I got them both.
She started to get.
I'm gonna go for the launch.
And
Get
one
that
cycle
second
Queen Anne.
That was for the brushers. Kids done what needed to be done.
You don't actually need to kill her, but it's basically the same amount of time and safer to make sure she's dead.
Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown.
Well, yeah, the experience doesn't help us anymore.
All that trouble for
Just so close to helping us, but we just barely do not get level 4 at this point, I think. You might, because you got the level in Jocelyn Bog earlier than me.
We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
And Pikefall saves enough time that it's worth actually going and buying it.
The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds.
Point Lemaine, you can skip getting the carbine by rolling through a barrier.
Know how Caelondia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. The whole place shudders and fits.
Well, I had a new plan for a new strat
Grand Rail of Point
the
Lemaine.
Jocelyn Bog boss, but it doesn't work.
Still there.
What'd you
It
try?
still works.
I wanted to kill off all the enemies, activate Were Whiskey, and then just walk behind it and murder it, but the enemies spawn based on its
The
health.
army's triggers once had the place.
Well, the second
I
set
thought it
of
was just
based-
time.
The kid to live.
No, the second set of
Just
enemies
as long as
spawns
you
based
stay
on its
clear of
health,
the trouble
apparently,
on the
because they just
tracks.
weren't spawning for a while.
I think they just don't spawn for a while. So it's you might as well go and use that time to attack it anyway.
Grand Rail's all grown over with things the Calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf.
I don't know why the kid is just trying to grab at things right now. He's stuck in. that for some
Got
reason.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm only just starting Rothus. Oh, I fell off, so I'm not gonna get the log skip.
Kid don't want to miss this train. Kid lets a few of them slip
And
by.
here you can actually go way ahead of the screen by rolling correctly. I actually got stuck in a little place, but still saved time by going ahead before the screen.
Of course, the Grand Rails see much more fighting in bygone times.
That is one of the
Right
places
here,
where
that's all
using
forefathers.
the mouse for movement will make you go slower because you can't really go ahead of the
First
level
shots
like
fired
that.
for us in on the war. Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign off on the whole Grand
So
Rail
you using
thing.
that?
The rail must have
I'm
shook the
using
earth to the bone.
WASD for
That
movement
was
and the
theirs.
mouse for
Well,
attacking.
the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard.
Which
That
is
was bad.
possibly the
It's still
fastest,
got
but it
one
also
good
makes
run
some
in
skips
store.
harder
All the
because
rotten
you only
blood
have
there on the
digital
rails
control
turned
over
into
yourself.
swamp weed central.
Oh my
Ever
God.
tried dancing side to side while holding your breath?
Oh no!
While choking on swamp weed.
Oh my God!
What is happening, Zeal?
Trying to prick you
Oh my God! That was. I should just kill this.
What happened?
Can't kill it until
It
at
ain't
least.
fun.
Oh my. She keeps doing the fake jump, then the fucking.
Oh, that's so terrible when she glitches out like a crazy thing. I think if you kill the birds, she may stop, or she may just keep doing it.
Oh, and then I get the fall roll immediately. Oh damn it! I didn't want to
Then at
do that.
last, it's the end of the line. He'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company.
Not
at the
entirely
rail
sure where I
station,
am right now.
waiting for him.
Oh well, I'm there.
Not just another wallflower or pincushion, mind you. At first, he thinks it's Zolf. This is for you.
My grenade just went through her.
Then wham.
Yeah, her hitbox is really weird.
I've never had that happen before.
I have it
When
happen a
kid comes
lot.
to,
I
the
don't
man's
know
long
what you
gone.
do that you managed to
Something
not
else
ever
is
have
there.
that happen to you.
Well, what's a kid to do?
Except apparently now, because you have
He
marathon
took the
luck.
shard, he took the hit, and he took that note.
I think I'm actually doing really well this run
That
overall.
note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it?
I am not. Of course,
It
even
ain't
being
too
like
late to unlock the
3 minutes
potential
behind
of
you, I
this
could still
place.
get a. Actually, even getting like 5-6 minutes behind you, I could still end up getting a personal best. But
The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection. The shards are getting harder to find.
oh, why can't I do the Point Lemaine skip? Oh my God!
Not everything blew up in the Calamity. Why, Colford Cauldron
For
here
Colford
blew up
Cauldron,
way
you can
ahead of
actually
time.
skip this
The
first
cauldron
barrier,
boiled
but
over
you actually end up
300
having to go
years
back
ago.
through it, so
They
it's not
say it
really
filled
worth
the skies
skipping, because you have to
with
skip it
ash
twice.
and lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt. It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here, but we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot.
Come through the
Places
shark,
inhospitable
stay
as
through
they
the shark.
come. After all, when we look down inside Colford Cauldron, we saw
Cauldron
in
is
there
also a place
the
where you
heart
can
of the
very
world,
easily get ahead of the
the
level
heart
if you
now
roll
laid bare
constantly.
by the Calamity. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Jawson Bog.
Theoretically,
Biggest
if you
stink eyes
were
ever
like
seen
a real
waiting for
badass,
him
you
on
could
the
actually
other
get ahead of the
side.
level,
And where
even at
there's
this
one
early
stink
part.
eye, there's always more.
But
The Cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid
That's
a
asking for
fond
trouble.
farewell. With a good
You don't wanna
spyglass,
ask for
you
trouble.
can still see the Cauldron from the city.
Because
All
Bastion will
fires
give you that
died
trouble if you
out.
ask for it.
There's nothing left of it. It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
Basically,
The shard
every
works
single
like a
barrier
charm.
in Bastion can be
You can hit him
skipped
on
in
his
some
heart
way.
again.
It's just a lot of the time it's not actually worth it to skip them.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
And Mountain Sand is where we get the mortar, which is ridiculous.
Oh hey,
he
didn't even say it was bad. That's the first time I've ever had him not say that was. Damn it!
Mountains now.
There he goes.
There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. It's a delicate situation.
There, I got too far ahead of the level.
The creatures of the wild
haven't spawned
a bastion of their own. Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean.
There's like no contest at all. The mortar is just the best weapon.
It's either them or us. Those beasts been hard at work fixing.
You actually do not have to kill a single enemy in this level.
They win too. Our Bastion is everybody's game, not just ours. We just really need their shard.
Right there, you can actually get past that log before it falls, but it's very tight timing to do that.
It's pretty much frame perfect. It saves almost no time, but
we'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete.
Saves as much time as some of the other skips.
The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though.
The Calamity Cannon is not
The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
The Calamity Cannon is okay, but the mortar is just the best weapon by far, because it can hit the Ura's pets, the Rattletails, while they're still underground.
It takes hard work
and it just does all of the damage.
Quarry.
And it can be used to damage yourself, so you can get away with whiskey.
All I really remember is
and if you roll and then do a pike vault, you can keep the momentum of the roll and get over things you shouldn't be able to get over.
Now, why would the Ura sell off?
And there are actually, there's only really a few places where it's really useful after you can get it. But if you get it early, you can do everything with it.
But that last pike jump is really
Remember how I said
Rattletails
ain't the worst thing in the quarry?
I think it's pretty useful.
That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. Massive things stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of them. We never could get stubborn old Lunky.
That death actually doesn't lose time because I have to wait for this gate to open anyway.
Then the kid hears a voice calling from down
Wait, you don't buy? I thought you bought Lifeline.
Are you alright?
I did, but then I fell immediately afterwards.
It's him.
No, I mean, I didn't see it there.
Oh, no, you just get it along with Black Rye when you upgrade the distillery.
Alright.
Is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back. Kid hears him, but he ain't about.
I haven't even bothered using it in so long that
I
just didn't even remember where to get it.
Even though it randomly stops working the last
because
level.
my countrymen will.
Which is when it would be really, really useful.
Yeah. I think it's because on the very last level is where you have the cutscene
what
where
you will about Zolf,
roll the sort of cutscene where you cannot die. And
his
things randomly
don't much care
change for that very last section.
They got inside the Bastion.
I did not want that Ura to randomly disappear for no reason because I want to die here.
Zolf showed them the way here, and here they came to take revenge. The Ura think they got
You can either kill all the Ura here or die to them, and dying is faster because they take forever to spawn in.
And they started digging their holes. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. I couldn't stop them.
We're having a pretty typically terrible Culford Cauldron, really.
After that,
the Lifeline ends up costing a little time here, but it's not enough to make it worth getting Lifeline at a different time.
We find each other as
and
the dust
getting any
settles.
pets would actually cost even more time there than just picking them up because they would distract the Ura.
To get us
So we're not allowed to have any pets.
For the calamity.
Aww.
It was Caelandia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan,
and the only donation thing for this was saving Zolf, so...
Yeah, and Seal immediately donated $200 to saving
the
Zolf.
shards can put the disease in remission.
which ends up costing about 29 seconds.
29 seconds, yeah.
It's like 27 to 30 seconds depending on how well you do the very last part. Because saving Zolf is basically always the same amount of time, but there's a little bit of time that can be saved by killing multiple at the same time when you use the battering ram.
And mother, what a mess it is.
I've actually never lost my squirt.
And there, the floor was not real yet, so I fell through it.
And he's right. The Ura standards.
Because sometimes the floor isn't real until after, or after it has become.
We never wanted to go to war.
Damn it!
Wanted to rule it out.
Oh my god, am I getting killed by this fucking lunkhead?
Then there was a break.
Okay, because oh my god, did I just want my death?
I may still actually break my personal record and or world record. Just because I'm doing pretty well in this run.
The sharpest knives in the city's drawer.
And then I fall immediately after saying that.
With his help, the man
that's how these things work.
Yeah.
Tunnel shut in a flash.
I am going to die in Mount Zan.
Oh, I did get damaged now, it's telling me.
This discovery was never to be used, they say.
Oh, hey, Beaky, I think it might be time for us to swap soon.
But Van didn't like
I don't know if I have that right.
I'm just gonna try to I'm gonna finish this in like the next 4 minutes.
I got the log skip!
Oh shit, you're back in it.
Set it to blow up faces.
Oh, shit.
I do all this other shit that goes wrong, and I get the log skip that saves less than half a second.
Time to go to space.
We just need that shard.
It's very important to go to space.
Too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front.
And right here is one of the big reasons why it's really good to have the
Kid had
mortar.
little choice but to pick up where the calamity
Does
left off.
192 damage with where whiskey with no upgrades.
Rescuing.
The end of the Erzindra Gate is the absolute reason that I consider the mortar unskippable.
Back, no doubt planning the next move, but we knew ours already. There's something we had to do before going after that last
In Zoltan's
shard.
Hollow, you can skip every single barrier, but I am not going to be skipping the second one because it is ridiculously precise to roll through.
Ain't it?
And it ends up taking too long to
personal for
be
him,
worth it.
and it's personal for me. The calamity did something wrong to some of them rocks. They've got these conductors that are what's keeping the
And I
place
cannot
together.
one-shot those pillars with just a normal stab, so I have to use the pike bolt on that.
Well, the Ura must be in a panic.
Oh my god.
Now. They even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid.
It's elemental shark fire, and for the sky one I decided to make it try to look like kind of clouds with light.
After all,
You can fall off right there and end up clipping into the barrier to roll through it easier. That's another one that's possible to do without that.
Yes, our
but
people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it.
Is it looking okay, or?
The Ura bring out their big guns.
Binary tool kind of looks. Binary tool.
And you're not supposed to be rolling here, but I am. Because I skipped that last barrier, so Zia doesn't actually say anything, and
Oh my!
I might die here. Because sometimes the last arrow follows you and kills you while you're in the cutscene and cannot do anything about it.
Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over.
I don't know what to do for Earth.
I can't hear him
Kill
at all
shark.
anymore.
No, it's gotta look similar.
I just
to
want to rage quit.
Don't rage quit,
He'll be
Seal.
alright.
You
This
can't
actually
rage
made
quit
me
unless you're in
The calamity hit
hopscotch.
the Tazzle terminals hard.
That's the only acceptable rage quit.
Dude, did you not? You did not see my fucking Flunky fight.
You know why Zolf went back
Flunky is
there.
terrible.
Zolf
though.
must be there all alone. Just
He's
waiting.
okay.
He didn't even
All his
jump
old
at
friends
me
and family were
once.
there. You know what's funny? Look around. There's not much
I
left.
think I need to
of
make
the
everything not
Bastion.
blue though, because my idea is also blue.
So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right? When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete.
I'm not
Problem
even
is,
make goddamn
we'll all be
schedule
gone.
time.
The current world record for a new game is probably 55 minutes and 1 second. The best
we're not gonna
recorded time I have is 55 minutes and 8 seconds.
All of this.
Because I didn't stream the 55 minutes and 1 second one.
If we're running late and want to stop running late, I can cut like 20 minutes off the stage hero.
Important part of this level is actually dying right there before I take the Skyway, because that way I don't have the invincibility from dying when I land here.
Right here is another place, like the very start of the game, where falling off is very important to getting ahead.
Anyone you've ever heard.
And right here I can fall off and get to the end.
Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand?
Alright, we're at the top of the hour, so it is time to hand out the Hundle Indie Bundle 5.
Keep your chin
up. Hundle Indie Bundle.
Yep.
2 o'clock.
I thought I killed that guy, but I did not.
Well,
you're almost result hollow I have not done is Indra Gate.
The Humble Indie Bundle is going to
no, wait, no, that's
Miserex.
Yeah, that's the terminals, not the hollow. You're almost done with the terminals.
It's 2 o'clock, so I guess I gotta hand this over to Seer. This is what I got so far. I guess I'll just throw on some flat colors.
You can finish it off stream, it's okay.
Yeah.
A confession.
Alright, I'll hand it off to you. Seer, you here?
How come I know so much about the
Yep, I'm here.
And our next prize is the Plush Baby Stingray 7.5-inch Stuffed Ray.
There's one problem.
I should be down.
That sets things back to a bygone time.
Remember that even if you didn't win, there's discount for the duration of the stream from the Shark Stream store, so you can go pick one up because they're adorable.
So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already.
While you're there, I just well grab a t-shirt because they
after the Bastion does its thing.
Hopscotch is basically the worst thing in Bastion, by far. Luckily, it's really not that long of a time where you still have hopscotch. And right before finishing the game, you can actually go into the who knows where with hopscotch and the battering ram. But that's a terrible idea to do because those are both terrible things.
It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way?
Looks like okay.
Unless
because the battering ram
has wanted to stay here with us.
I'm having a pretty terrible Indra Gate so far.
That first gate you cannot skip, but you can skip that one and make the gate just completely screw up.
We can't just let it go.
And go through itself.
Bastion does have another function.
Yeah, the charity t-shirt is not a prize you can win. But you can buy it, and it looks
You
awesome.
can win it if you pay $12.
Yeah.
And you have a 100% chance of winning.
Yeah.
First, we'd round
you'll
up
be
as
a winner
many
for
folks
sure.
as we could carry.
Because you'll have won Shark.
Next, we
Shark
detonate the cores.
You're the best at sharks.
And we take off away from here. That way, all of us could leave the city.
Jim.
What's up?
Together.
Are you still up for reading Dracula?
I'm still up for reading Dracula.
Alright, good.
I am, I think, now on my 4th win.
Shark without a fight, don't you?
Well, don't worry. Vampires don't sleep.
Well, no, it's because I will not. It's because I keep nodding off to sleep for like 15 minutes and then snapping back awake.
All they want now is to see
and every
the
time I do
Bastion
that,
fall.
I feel energized for like an hour, and then I feel terrible again.
Oh, whatever.
There's a sort of skip here by just going along the very edge. But it's really bad if you fall off there, because he is
can't
back
imagine
away.
the city would try to wipe the earth.
Or it lets you avoid an annoying turret, which makes you slow down a lot.
Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency though, hasn't he?
I'll be back in a bit.
On the plus side, we actually only have 4 open. We only have 4 requests left to do, and then Kurt Q's 2.
Ooh,
that were
so
going to be done
we should
during.
get donating about stuff.
Yes, Kurt Q's stuff was going to be done while he was actually. Well, one of them was going to be done during the Cypher's stream, and the other one was going to be done during his.
I completely forgot Lifeline just does not work here.
So guys, if you want to donate, now's the time. You'll get like super cheap art and you'll get healthy sharks. So load up our art can't be happy. I mean, we have nothing else to do. We have 4 streams. We're on art. If we run out of 4 streams, well, then we'll be drawing, but not for charity, and that would be horrible.
I'm saving Zolf.
My lifeline didn't activate.
The kid in one corner.
It doesn't activate in the very last segment, or if you get hit by something that does 1 damage.
Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright. You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
Oh, actually, we do have one other request, because the Shark Lady has a special request for us.
Yeah.
An extra super special request.
Making way for me.
Hey, I actually did get the Zoltan skips for the most part.
See, life isn't all bad. Sometimes
I might still get a personal best, which is the terrible thing about this.
Well, that's how you get better.
But I'm still going to be starting the Castle terminals at like 5430.
Oh man, is this third coding?
Yes. I'm not a good coder.
It reminds me of myself when I was his age.
Well, I mean, I'm an okay coder, but I'm not the best, and 72 hours is a very small amount of time. Sacrifices and cleanliness have been made.
Oh, I forgot to go to space.
Hey, kid.
There's a few places where you can go to space. It's basically any time the little message shows up that says you can press space to roll, you press Pike Vault, and then you go to space.
Come on, that ain't funny.
What is going to space?
I say get up.
It lets you go to space. It saves possibly a tiny bit of time for certain ones, and possibly loses time for others.
Set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll
I got some pretty sweet rolls I've never done before, though. I think that space might lose time at some of them just because of the way I shot through some of the spots.
So I'm not going to get a world record because I had to save Zolf.
Yep. Well, you wouldn't have gotten the record.
Yeah, I would not have gotten it anyway.
Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes.
Alright, got hopscotch. Now I can rage quit.
Zia and I figure you've done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors.
Hopscotch is so good.
We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid.
55-54.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now.
Does that look like a mineral shark?
Undone the calamity itself. But instead, you want to stay in a world like this.
Alright. That's
admit,
one done lawyer dog.
I ain't yet put much thought on
and one slow seal.
But carrying on with you here. We can't go back no more.
Gear my ass up for space funeral here.
Could go.
Man, so,
please.
Should I?
Yeah, I did it, lawyer dog. I got the perfect level.
Oh man.
And if anyone's left out there,
should I cut a little bit of time off?
And now I can't do this freaking terrible platform segment.
Right on that doorstep.
Yeah, Northen, you want to start getting your space
getting ahead of myself though.
I have been getting it ready. All I have to do is launch the game and everything still looks fine in Split.
I'm pretty sure we get to see Zolf cooking with a squirt before we start the stream.
Wait? it's loud. I forgot how loud it is.
I hate this section so much.
Should I wait to start casting until Seal finishes his thing?
Yeah, I'm probably not even getting a personal best at this point. It's already coming up on 58 minutes.
And that marathon luck. Oh yeah. And this is why saving Zolf is the best choice. Just look at that little square and Zolf cooking away.
Wasn't it the second? It's the second gate we can skip here, right?
Yeah, it's the second gate that you can skip with the pike roll, and then it opens completely wrong afterwards.
Alright. I want to put in a note of warning to the people watching the stream. Space Funeral is weird as... well, it's weird as all get out. It's fun. It's fun. That's about all I can say about it.
Also, if you want to hear high-quality sound for the commentary, you'll want to be listening to the logistics stream during Space Funeral.
I do not have paid XSplit, so, you know, you're going to be getting low-quality music, and you're going to be getting low-quality, the sounds of us talking. So, you know, just a word of warning.
But Space Funeral has really good sound in general, though, right? Super quality game, from what I've heard.
It is a super quality game. It is the best game, but it is hard to, it's hard to explain. It's one of those things where it's like, you experience it and you decide whether you hate it or you love it, and most of everybody loves it.
I have not experienced
They start out confused. Oh, you're in for a treat.
Oh boy.
Well, I wish you could slow down and see all the dialogue and stuff, but I'm going to be skipping through most of it. It's mostly inane, dumb stuff, but I am going to slow down for Dracula, and that basically is the spirit of the game. It's fun. I'll also be explaining the strategies that I do take as I do play Space Funeral for around 10 minutes. And it is the most intense 10 minutes of your life.
I cannot wait for Dracula. Isn't there a shark in that game too?
There is a shark, but it's an enemy, so I'm going to make sure not to encounter it.
Okay, good.
That plus encountering a ground shark actually takes like a whole lot of time, like at least like 20 seconds, because you're supposed to have leveled up a couple of times by the time you get to it, and while you're not at any danger of dying, it just takes a while to, you know, fight them. Oh man, I'm nervous. I'm hoping nothing breaks.
Well, I'm gonna be better than my last practice stream, but not gonna even be a personal best.
What is your personal best, Seal?
The 102.22.
Oh man, that was our totally sweet race.
Yeah.
Is Seal getting close to done? Is he saving Zolf?
Yeah. I'm doing the final Zolf section now.
Alright. So, what exactly makes Zolf so much slower than the battering ram? He just
you just
slower?
walk slower, period.
Okay.
You just do not move as quickly. Because Zolf is heavier than a battering ram.
Okay.
He's very, very dense. That is a racial stereotype about Reavz. They're actually made entirely out of metal.
Is that in canon?
No.
Okay.
It's his heart that's weighing him down so much.
He's just got a heavy heart.
Everyone he knew and loved, including his wife that he was about to marry, died. Because of the people he had been an ambassador of peace to.
Yeah. I'm nervous. I'm nervous, Law Dog.
Oh man, baby mode
Bastion
unlocked.
is a depressing game. Baby mode.
It is so baby mode.
I mean, I'm sure that I'm not gonna mess up, because Space Funeral is about like the easiest game in the world to speedrun. Like, no kidding. Like, I'm sure anybody could speedrun Space Funeral, but just my intimacy with it, you know, I love it.
It's gonna be very intimate.
It is a loving affair of Space Funeral.
Okay, I'm gonna be stopping the stream, and then Northen's gonna be going to his Space Funeral.
It should
ready?
be
My
on.
final time was like 104 something. It's awful.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Right, who's doing logistics now? I can take over.
My hands are shaking.
You want me to count you down from like? Three?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so the first thing we want to do is open this chest so we can have money to buy all the things. And while we're getting the first part done, I'm going to note that this wolf can be a bitch, because it will encounter you. But here we are. First encounter.
What is wrong with your face?
We're Philip. No, mystery. There we go. Sorry, my input is awful. Because I'm nervous.
The hell is this?
This is Space Funeral.
I know it's called Space Funeral, but what the hell is this?
It's the best game ever made. I should probably use
Was this
auto
on that
now.
thing, Official Hamster Republic RPG Creation Engine or whatever it's called?
This is made with RPG Maker.
Oh, it's RPG. This is RPG Maker?
Yeah,
What did they do to it?
They made it better.
They toured a new butthole. So right there we got our friend Leghorse, who is okay. We dodged the ground shark.
Okay, we should be broadcasting again. I'm just here now, I guess.
We actually have some donations.
What is our current prize?
I don't know.
Our
but
current
it's not as
prize
good as
is
Space
not what
Funeral.
I am
Tell
displaying
that much.
currently.
Well, obviously.
So what I did right there was I bought an old movie, which is very good against ghosts, because ghosts are sentimental about things. So an old movie would make them sad. And I bought a boat ticket, which we used to get on this raft to the Blood Cavern.
Now, why is it called the Blood Cavern?
You'll see when we get there.
Alright, does these elemental sharks look pretty good, or?
They look pretty radical.
We have 2 new requests, by the way. We have...
It's okay.
James Donlin for $6 and Samantha Howell for $10.
Can you guess why they call it the Blood Cave yet?
No.
I don't know.
I'm not seeing anything.
It's a pretty ambiguous.
Alright, so now we have to talk to this wizard, who, in order to discern our fate, needs to drink some of our blood. And we only let him drink once, because if we let him drink 3 times, he will drink all of our blood, and that's a non-standard game over.
That's a lot of blood.
Well, you know, he's thirsty. I mean, how often does he get to meet people that have blood in the blood cavern?
So what exactly are you?
We are Philip and Leghorse.
Oh, okay.
I'm also screwing up and pushing mystery instead of items often of the time. That boss is a one-hit kill from an old movie. That
this
is basically...
game doesn't... Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Somebody in IRC said, does this game inspire me? This game inspires me to run screaming out of my room. So no. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I bet you after this stream happens, I'm probably going to end up checking this out myself, because, seriously, what?
Yeah, I am skipping a whole lot of things. There's a whole, optional dungeon right at the start. I mean, there's nothing really that silly or important there, but, you know, it's a whole optional dungeon. Here I am dodging the swarthy skulls, and, you know, if the stream is actually... I'm way ahead of what I can see on the stream, but I'm talking as I'm doing it, so it's probably sending late. Doesn't matter. The path I take in that sandy area with all the skulls and stuff is because if you run into one of those
Skulls?
If you run into the line of sight of one of those guys in the gray suits, they start a Pokemon-style battle with you, where you stop and you are forced into an encounter with them.
Okay, so I'm actually going to go get a sody pop.
Alright.
And I think I'm ready for the next request.
Okay. I need to make sure to do one thing right here, because the last time I did a run-through, I forgot to heal right here, which can be really bad if you have a bad run-through of Rip the Blood's castle, because those little skull things I was running into can drain you down to 1 HP, but they can't kill you. So, you know, they're dangerous. So, what we're doing here is, I know it's probably not showing on the stream yet, but when I get to Rip the Blood, the King of Crime, since Philip and Leghorse are both fairly religious people, we show him the majesty of Bibles, and since criminals are a very superstitious lot, he dies instantly.
I did see you using the Bible there.
Alright. And then we go into his back room and talk to the genie back there in the bottle. And, well, we get from him the best weapon in the game, the Zord Cannon, and he also turns us into a fish. And for now, for the rest of the game, we will be a fish.
And does this...
Now I noticed that Philip is listed as sad, but Leghorse is listed as horse. Is horse an emotion?
Is horse a status? Is it a status
Horse
effect?
is, in fact, a status effect given the confines of the game's storyline, which I could explain later. But oh man, this is terrible. This is awful.
Oh man, look at that! Look at that lady skull.
This horrible luck here with the encounter pathing. The pathing in this game is completely random, so they can just stand somewhere where you need to be for like forever, and you can be like screwed out of like a couple of seconds that way.
So how will being a fish affect you?
It does not. You flop around instead of walking. That is basically it.
Will you be a fish during battle as well? Or?
Not during battle.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're coming up on now is a boss fight, which I had a new strategy that I developed for just a few days ago. Since I stopped by and bought a bunch of magic eye pictures, which are effective against beasts, I did not ever think that they would be useful against 21st Century Boy, the Beastman of the Forest. But then I read that, and I tried it, and it worked. So it one hit kills him. Now, I bought several of those magic eye pictures because in the area we're coming across, the wastes, which is screwing me over with these frogs, it's better to just wait and not encounter them because you'll be stuck in the battle for a long time, since every time you kill one, it drops an item and you can't skip that. But you run across these Moan Beasts, which are basically unavoidable encounters, and they die to a magic eye picture. So you buy a whole bunch of them. You've got to make sure to have a whole bunch of magic eye pictures. Also, at Gym, we are coming up on Dracula, so if you want to get in the mood, be prepared.
Oh, I'm in the mood for Dracula.
It's okay. We are literally about 1 or 2 screens away at this point.
I am always in the mood for Dracula. The thing is, though, is there's a bit of stream delay, so you're gonna have to give me time to,
It's alright. I understand that there's stream delay. I know that I'm running my mouth really fast.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just you're gonna have to, when you do it, when you're doing the dialogue, you're gonna have to give me time to actually read it.
Alright. Well, I'm just telling you, I'm gonna read Philip's lines. And when you can read... Okay, so, since we're tired from walking around so much, I just, Philip, he really needs a rest. He's been crying, leg hoarse, he's made of legs and his legs are tired. So let's go inside this house. And, oh, here is Dracula. And I'll wait for Jim to see it. I hope the stream isn't too far behind.
Good evening. I am Count Dracula.
How are things, Dracula?
Go on. Things are very good, yes.
Would you like some wine?
I do not drink wine.
Is that your piano, Dracula?
Yes, I have many pianos. I like to play them in the evening.
Do you know many songs, Dracula?
No, I simply make it up.
I guess you could say that you vamp.
Very good, yes.
What do you do, Dracula?
I am Dracula.
What do you do, Dracula?
I like to drink the blood.
Anything else?
Well...
Do you like to smoke weed?
Yes. Very good, yes.
What do you do, Dracula?
I like to drink blood and smoke the weed.
That's super.
I am Dracula.
And that's it. That's our encounter with Dracula. The best part of Space Funeral.
Wow. What?
I really love that part because there's only one option for every single thing. So you're just locked into having a conversation with Dracula. And just making sure that you know that he likes to smoke weed and he likes, to drink blood. But anyways, now we're on to the most chaotic part of the game, the City of Forms. And you'll see why I said that in a moment.
Well, there's a lot of colors.
Exactly. It's just a mess, just like the rest of the game.
This looks like a spreadsheet.
Real quickly, we have 2 more email or donation requests.
3, actually.
We have 3. Oh, I might need to refresh. No, we have 2. Your face. We have Danny Lewis with $40 and Sarah Myers with $20. Danny Lewis's request is Shadron as an Assassin's Creed assassin, midair with a hidden blade out and about to assassinate Goshen. Goshen has a surprise face halfway through drawing a sword and he has a Templar sword amulet. Amulet is walking nearby and has a poor and hungry circle with a fearful and surprised look on his face as it said no crowd city. And Sarah Meyer's request is $20 towards a Psy Bunny lovingly caring for his or her Holstein shark. If the artist is nerdy enough, the shark can be a Holstein Urana instead.
Okay, I didn't have that second one. I had the Assassin's Creed one, but I've also got $10 more towards baby turtles in business suits.
Oh, I already read that one off, dude.
Dango. You?
I have that one down. We are caught up with that.
Oh, damn. I hit stop instead of pause. It was around 12 minutes. That's not a very good time, even with the Dracula. But yes,
40.
we kill Moon, the creator of Space Funerals World, and everything turns back into generic, JRPG, RPG Maker. The end.
Wow.
And that's Space Funeral.
The indiest game. Okay, that's a complete lie and I know it, but...
This game, it is a thing. That's about all I can say for it. I have a couple of areas that I could show off some more, if you want me to. If we need to fill for time, I'm fine. Like, is Cult and Lagatrope prepared?
Cult here, I'm awake, though I could certainly use a bit of food and water before that.
Okay, well, I can cover it for you for maybe a couple of minutes. I just need to remember where is where. I can show off the mummy skip, the mummy thing for, oh, actually I know what I'll do. The other wishes for the old lamp. What it is basically, you get three choices. You get, I wish for money, I wish for power, or I wish for happiness. Money gets you 1,000 of the cash in the game. Power gives you a Zorg cannon, which you can buy for 1,500 monies, or you can wish for happiness. And if you wish for happiness, the ghost is happy with you.
You need to turn, just
and you get
shut
a
your alarm
self-help book.
completely off.
Because I've turned off my alarm.
And he turns you into a fish.
And it's still off. I don't get it.
Well, don't turn the
I'll
alarm
also note
sound
that
off. Just
if
turn
you want
the whole alarm
you
off.
can undo fish by talking to this wizard here and paying him 200 rubles.
It's not even supposed to go off.
And that turns you back into Philip.
It's going off prematurely, which it's also not supposed to do.
Let's see, is there anything else? Where's this? There's also stake trading, where you go to the stake kennel, and you talk to this man, and you can pick out a stake from his kennel here. And, you know, there's a weak and sickly stake, and there's this elderly lean stake, and a big mean stake, and all those sort of stakes. And you really want the elderly and sickly one, because the lions in the lion village will buy that for the most monies. Anyways, I don't know. I'm just filling for time, because we're, you know, 30 minutes for Space Funeral, and nobody's ready for the next thing.
Okay, I need to actually go get what I said I was gonna do instead of navel gazing. It's yes.
Trying to find the post office save that I have. I think it might actually be earlier. Here it is. If you go inside this house, it's full of letters, and you can read the letters, and they all say horrible things. Like this one says, trust no one. And this one says, if you ever change your form, inquired for the wizard Yorm, which is junk mail. We have a mysterious letter here that says, if you're stern, you gain the dog's respect. And you guess that could be useful. It's really not at all. There's one that says, don't trust the heads, which is interesting, even though the heads that it's talking about are just heads scattered all throughout the city that just say things like doom, despair, sadness, just awful, awful bad emotions. This letter says, I want to murder everybody. And it's a bad letter. Anyways. just vamping for time, you know. So, what did everybody think?
It's interesting.
I don't know what I think about anything anymore.
It is the best game.
Does one of you guys want to, like, let me drop this stream and have, like, Lagatrope or Cult pick it up for now? So that we can get the awful Space Funeral music out of there?
Okay.
Is Lagatrope ready?
I have updated the ticker.
Just give me a signal to drop it and I'll drop it.
The tickly ticker. Oh hey, Sam is here. Hi Sam.
Okay.
Hello there, Sam.
Space Funeral is the best game. Anyways. I guess I'll drop the stream here. So, whoever wants to pick it up, you know, go ahead. Ball's in you guys' courts. I know I didn't spend long enough on it, but, you know, I came in under my estimate. No marathon luck either. Good. Anyways.
Good. You did good.
Our,
good.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Also, our total donation contributions are now at $2,403.59 made so far. And the art ticker has also been updated to show the most recent stuff.
Oh, actually, no, I've got it.
For the record, I found a few other games by the guy that made Space Funeral. They're not different.
That's unsurprising.
Are they as good as Space Funeral?
No, they are awful. But there's one called Drill Killer, and it's basically just this really non-linear story about a guy with a house full of teenagers that he kills with a drill, and it's basically it just repeats that little story like 30 times, and it's just like the end.
What?
It's so bad. I love it.
Yeah, but see, Space Funeral is funny. That doesn't sound funny.
It is funny. It's clear that it doesn't take itself seriously at all, and Drill Killer doesn't take itself seriously at all either.
No.
But like, it's still like really ugly looking. Like, all of his games have that terrible art style. That great art style, I mean, but you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, it's like the dude who makes who made Super Meat Boy and Blinding of Isaac and all that stuff.
Well, that guy is actually like from Newgrounds, which is unfortunate.
Like these dogs with the curly tail. Yeah, I need to stop staring off into space. So who... Okay.
Alright, Cult, you're up. Back.
Ba-dum-bum.
fighting alongside a shark in glorious battle. No, I need
glorious combat
to wake up. My face. Well, Adept, things happen. Those things were Space Funeral. Also, I might be drawing this sword too big. Maybe there's no such thing.
Alright, I forget whether Lago or I are going to be on the Speedrun account.
Is this big enough? Is this too big? It's pretty big. I can make it smaller. Feel free to comment if I'm drawing something wrong on the thing.
Yeah, Bite's a strong young lad. He can take it.
Be like, that's all wrong. Start over. I hate you. I'll just sort of silently weep into my Dr. Pepper and restart the image.
Somebody might want to get the Speedruns channel, like, at least live again, because, you know, there are more people watching that than watching, you know, everything else.
That is true. Is Cult gonna be doing the thing?
Do I need to play One Piece Mansion while we wait for someone to do something?
That would actually probably be good for him.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm on Cult's Justin TV account, so yeah, he needs to stream logistics as well from here on out.
Cult, everything's falling in your lap, get used to it.
Yeah. One sec, I'm loading up XSplit now.
Okay, well, I need to stop.
Okay, wait, I am streaming sound. Okay, I've been streaming sound the whole time.
Cult here, I am.
Oh god.
I am loading up the logistics stream right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm already out.
See, in the time that logistics was down, it went down to 22 people. And I don't want to think about what happened with the Speedrun channel.
It's still sitting at 107 right now.
Also, for some reason, my Firefox is, like, dead.
Is Slagatrope, like, here and ready and stuff?
He is here. How ready, I don't know.
I'm basically ready. I'm just getting, like, Akri is telling me to go on logistics, but you guys are telling someone else to go on logistics, so I'm just not really sure where to go at the moment.
I am currently on logistics. Am I actually streaming, or is it saying I'm dropping frames?
Nobody is streaming in either one of them.
Like, we need to get somebody in there, like, now.
Okay, I'll get in there right now.
Okay, I can't. I'm streaming the sound though. I mean,
Lagertrop, grab 2 underscores right now. Let's just do this.
Edit. Yeah. And am I going to be streaming audio?
Yes.
Somebody else actually is in it. Yep,
Okay, now it is streaming for some reason. The prize ticker is a lie. Let me fix that. I should also be streaming sound, so let me know if there's overlap.
I'll stop. Here, I can stop. Even though I've apparently been streaming sound the entire time, without realizing.
All the arts are muted on the page, it doesn't really matter.
What if somebody was listening to just me?
They might have been.
Oh, what the
I know, that's what I would have done if I knew it was possible.
Once again, I fall victim to thinking Flixel does things sensibly. Apparently its angles are differently in degrees. But why isn't this working? So...
Well, there's Mega Man 2. I mean 3. I mean 8.
Mega Man.
We have to stop Dr. Wily, Mega Man.
Sir, turns out it's secretly using gradients.
Gradients?
Gradius.
You know, 1/400th of a circle.
I don't understand why this isn't working. Why isn't this working? Why isn't this working?
Did you forget a bracket somewhere?
Probably. I don't know. Okay. What? How can that be 0, 0? How can it always be 0? Okay, something's gone wrong here.
Glorious battle. Oh, Northman, was this your request?
Yes, it is. It is in fact my request.
Okay, well tell me if I'm doing it wrong at any point.
You're doing it fine so far. The sword is supposed to be fuck huge.
I can make it bigger.
Not too big actually, but big. That is good.
Make it just a little bit bigger, just because she's.
Yeah, I mean, like think Monster Hunter.
I've never played Monster Hunter.
Okay, well, For those who don't do or don't care, think Monster Hunter.
Okay,
That's too big.
That's big. Silly. That was before.
It's
There
fine
we
like
go.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. No worries. No worries. Man, those placeholder graphics are great.
All
It's
right.
like super advanced adventure on Atari.
Hey Lego, are you in the call?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Are we actually ready to start?
I
Mega
am
Man
ready.
3, my favorite Mega Man.
I haven't seen Sphere yet. I need to look at Sphere. Oh man, stuff! Holy stuff!
Alright, cool. Alright. If you're ready, Lego, could we get someone to count us down?
I'll count you down if you guys are both ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Colt's
Okay.
ready?
Colt, are you ready?
Yep.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Mega Man's.
Ah. Accidentally
No.
slid against a jump.
Sphere, you're alive when you said your stream wasn't entertaining. I saw like colors and shapes. They were going all over the place.
I've got it down. I have the secrets.
It was amazing. I'm easily entertained by colors and shapes, though, so keep that in mind.
I'm
I
taking
use
more
colors
damage
and
than I
shapes
need.
as things. Yes, I'll go with that. That thing I just said.
Like, the Tetris game had so many colors and shapes.
You don't need to know what it means. It's just we look at the colors and shapes.
That's
And then tomorrow we'll
exactly
be adding
right.
graphics and it will look terrible again. I still don't know what kind. Oh right. Donation votes. If people have, I don't know if this should be like announced more officially than just me rambling about it, but donation
Rambling.
votes for what kind of shark Big Shark actually is, because I have not said like putting that down at all. So, if anybody is particularly fast and wants to throw $1 to say, like, I want it to be a Mako shark. Is it Mako or Mac? I don't remember.
It's Mako.
Mako is
just. Okay.
Or like Mako out, because, you know.
Man, looks like Lego's about 8 seconds ahead of me. Nice
Yeah,
time,
streams
please.
keep popping up for me. I need to restart them. There we go.
It's about 6.
It is fighting in glorious battle with a shark, right? Like, I meant, is that together with a shark or versus a shark?
Either way. I interpret it as fighting alongside a shark companion.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Orphan, is that
And the shark is a Viking.
Man, what am I doing?
I was just gonna make him a shark. I don't know what they're fighting against, though. I don't know what kind of things they fight. What kind of things?
Okay, I'm back.
Dolphins.
Has my latest donation gone through yet?
last donation, Redwood?
Oh, I should donate
we
like
got a
$1
new-
for it to be a Port Jackson shark for Dig Shark.
Yeah, we've got a new one here.
Oh yeah, it does say a sword nearly the size of herself.
The following is a recipe for the best picture. 1. Philip from Space Funeral, crying rats.
Oh, come on.
1 Dracula from Space Funeral, smoking weed / drinking blood. Riding on top of 1 leg horse from Space Funeral, insulting. Wait a minute, I missed something here. Dracula. No.
They're both references. All the links in that are references.
No, I'm trying to figure out who is. Oh, is riding a character?
No, riding is a verb.
Okay, then. Okay, well it says riding on top of leg horse from Space Funeral insulting Philip and Dracula, but Philip and Dracula are the only characters previously.
Well, leg horse is insulting them while they ride it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's how I was.
That's how words work sometimes.
Sorry if I
gotta say, I'm not 100% on that.
Words. Tricky.
But yeah, Sir, make the Dig Shark a Port Jackson shark because they're weird.
Anyways, continue reading.
Philip and Dracula are riding on leg horse, and leg horse is insulting them with phrases like, "Unhand me, you plebeian slop."
Ooh, these things look kind of cool. Okay, unless anybody donates to say otherwise, I'm gonna go with the Port Jackson shark.
Which in turn is on top of the ground shark from Space Funeral. Traveling through the wilderness of the land of Space Funeral, also feel free to add Mike Dawson anywhere you see fit. We'll need to counterbalance the awesome
Is that good enough? Bowser Space Mark II.
Yeah, definitely going for the Port Jackson shark, as I said, unless somebody wants to donate otherwise. Oh, right, and also, if people want to throw in, like, $1 installments and naming, like, sharks to rescue, that would be nice as a thing. Because I can just pick a random list of sharks, but if people actually have preferences, then...
Whoa, I have no clue how I did that, but, that was pretty beneficial.
Oh, that was quite the skip.
What do you do, Colt?
I glitched through a whole row of eggs.
Huh.
Is nobody doing stream 5?
Throttle is getting references.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Looks like it's scrub hour for me.
I know that feel.
That feel when you scrub.
How did the Bastion race go, by the way?
Terribly.
Ooh.
Lawyer dog won.
Lawyer dog did fine.
No.
Lawyer dog won. Let's just say lawyer dog won.
So you'll finish though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I finished while Nort was starting up Space Funeral after Lawyer Dog went all the way through the credits.
Ouch.
No way.
Oh no, where did my formatting go? How do I know what I have left to do?
Alright.
Sad thing was that it was the second best full run I've done.
Ooh.
Oh, that was fast.
Okay, sir. Akari says that something about a pile of nurse sharks.
I've already added that to the list. I also added Mako Shark and Tiger Shark while I can think of them. Because I probably should have brought... Well, I mean, it's going to make more odds tomorrow anyway, when I actually draw sharks.
Pressure Shark.
Port Jackson Shark.
Well, he's
Port Jackson Shark is what Dig Shark is going to be. So... Pressure Shark, somebody said?
Oh.
I said that.
I didn't hear you actually confirm that you were doing Port Jackson for Dig Shark.
Hammerhead!
Yes. Well, I've added Hammerhead to the list as well.
Okay.
Greenland Shark.
I like this.
I want to make another.
I can't really say
Greenland. Greenland Shark.
Put me down for
Oh
some
god,
stingray.
the intention was to be like, okay, if people have any absolute preferences, they can like throw dollars, and the ones with more money to them, I will prioritize adding. So seeing as I have absolutely...
Shark. I thought we were just shouting out the name of Shark.
Or we can just shout sharks, and I can write the list down, and I can pick at them indiscriminately.
Frill Shark.
Not in reference.
Frill
to
Shark.
Drew a Frill Shark.
Frill Shark. I am not going to have enough time to just write all of the sharks.
Who said, did you see my Frill Shark from last night?
Yes.
Okay.
Frill Shark.
Request is for a Frill Shark dressed in a kitty outfit.
Land shark is not a type of shark, Asp.
It can be, if you let it.
Yeah, just put a boulet in there.
Although, obviously we want the, what's it called, there's some sort of
Cookie cutter sharks are just the worst.
So, what's the deal with
Okay,
Space
if I have
Funeral?
enough time, I will have a cutscene. I'll actually just copy that line. See, if I have too much time, which this isn't gonna, I'm gonna cut this close regardless, because it always happens whenever I do a game development thing. I was gonna have a boss, which would be Burrowfin, which would just be a dolphin and like exactly the same sort of setup as Dig Shark, and it would just be a case of like trying to hit lasers before the other character, which sounds terrible. It might work better in practice. I mean, it already sounds terrible to me in theory anyway, but like this is the kind of stuff.
Okay, yeah, the Mega Mouse Shark is also a pretty great shark.
Yeah, no, the picture of it on Wikipedia is
That's what it looks like. It was discovered really recently too.
Well, yeah, it was in like the 70s, and we've only ever run into like 20-something of them, apparently.
Yeah, that's the picture on Wikipedia, not so much. The picture on Virgin Media looks... that looks kind of terrifying in a way, actually.
Oh yeah, no, we've only ever seen 54 of them.
Yeah, sir, maybe what we need to do is actually abandon the Dick Shark idea and go with Sharkoful Boyfriend.
Too late! I don't want to go get high.
It takes way too long to... Because that's... I mean, we could do that, technically. I mean, I know how RenP works, but...
It's a joke.
Yeah, I know.
It's a joke, but technically, I could technically do it because...
We could totally do that. It would just be writing everything.
Next year,
Yeah.
Sharkoful Boyfriend.
So basically, 72-hour writing competition.
The coding for something like that is trivial.
Wow.
It's all about
Yeah.
the story.
But again, Ren'Py would have set up that, or is it RenP? I don't remember. But it's set up so that you basically write and code in the same sort of syntax, so it's actually pretty quick for visual novel things. But, you know, I'm trying to make a puzzle game type thing. Much to the sadness of everyone who's expecting it to be. Oh god, why is this happening?
You're just avoiding story as much as possible.
It doesn't work anymore. I've broken it.
Why'd you break Dig Shark?
I don't know. Oh, this is probably just right. Okay.
Why would you do it?
I have to be fast.
do it. Also, why am I fiddling? Let me just stop fiddling.
Oh, that's why I forgot to re-export. Okay. Using programs that auto-generate code for you is kind of a pain.
I made her kind of hippie, Northen. Can't help it. Hips just sort of have it.
I think I'm a full level behind Lagotrip right now. This is disgraceful.
Yeah, well, I'm coming up to Sparkman now, and I'm gonna die on like the easy elevations now.
It's okay. You've got 3 deaths to to pat against. Ah, crap.
What's my focus now? Hang on a second. Aha, there we go.
Hello everyone. Welcome. I think some new people just came in.
Yeah, are we gonna pimp the stream stuff again?
Yeah, it's actually hour block. So I think I need to roll for a prize.
I was about to ask what the current donation prize was.
The prize for this past hour is a plush baby stingray set. It's a stuffed ray, which we're using logistics stream for a race, so we don't really have a picture of it up. But give me just a second, and I will tell you who won that.
And don't forget, even if you didn't win it, you can go into Stowe. Do we have our promo code posted somewhere? A discount code posted somewhere? Anywhere?
Oh, no.
Okay, we need to put that on the site.
Okay, the so the first question prize. That person's already won a prize. Ah. The winner of the 7.5 inch stuffed baby stingray is Philip Miser. I think I pronounced that right. So congratulations.
You lucky dog.
Let me know that you won that.
I know I'm jealous. My heart is full of jealousy and various other emotions that
Okay, the next prize is something called Dogfighter, which I don't have a picture of. So
Oh, is that that's a Steam game, right? The one where you fly a plane around?
maybe? Does somebody know?
I've got. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like the biplane battle simulator thing. I've got it. I mean, I've got the images here, but the logistics stream is being used for the for this race. So.
By the way, for people wondering why I keep jumping, Rush Jet only expends energy when you're actively standing on it. Also, if Mega Man is off the screen, then there's less lag. Mega Man is a very laggy sprite.
Mm-hmm.